Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
All right, welcome everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Great. This time, we're tackling California.
Ooh, California.
And we're going way beyond the usual Hollywood, Silicon Valley beaches narrative.
Right, like, everyone kind of thinks they know California, but...
Yeah, there's a lot more to it.
Way more, yeah.
We've got a ton of sources for this one, by the way. Historical accounts, economic analyses, some really fascinating stuff.
Sounds like it.
And honestly, just prepping for this, I learned so much I never knew. Like, did you know that if California were a country, its economy would be the 5th largest in the world?
Whoa, 5th.
5th. Bigger than the UK.
That's mind-blowing.
Right. But that's just, like, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to understanding California.
Yeah, for sure. And it's easy to get caught up in the modern stuff, the tech and all that. But to really get it, we got to go back, way back.
Before the gold rush.
Even before that. Like, think... thousands of years, millennia, California was already home to all these indigenous cultures, super vibrant, really sophisticated.
Yeah, the sources we have on that pre-gold rush era.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, super detailed. Like, one talked about the Chumash people who lived along the Central Coast. They had this whole maritime culture, amazing fishermen, boat builders. Plus, their basket weaving was incredibly intricate.
Oh, yeah, their baskets are famous.
They were, like, spiritually connected to the land, too, in a way that's hard to even imagine now.
Right. And then, of course, you have the Spanish explorers showing up in the 1500s.
The Mexican rule.
Layers upon layers of history. It all kind of gets baked into what California becomes.
And then the gold rush hits. And suddenly, it's this huge influx of people from everywhere.
It's like the original mixing bowl.
Right. And it sets the stage for the California we know today. Super diverse. Not just a melting pot. More like...
a mosaic.
Yeah, a mosaic. And it's not just an interesting fact. It's a driving force behind so much of what California is.
Totally. For example, you have the largest Native American population in the U.S. Yeah, lots of different tribes and reservations, each with its own whole heritage. And then on top of that, you've got immigrants coming in from Latin America, Asia, Europe. It's incredible.
So much richness. One thing that stood out in the sources was how that diversity plays out in California's food scene.
Oh, yeah, the food. It's amazing, right? Like, you've got chefs taking traditional Mexican food and fusing it with Korean BBQ techniques, or Japanese sushi chefs using ingredients from, like, local Californian farms.
That's so cool. And it's not just the food, it's everything. The music, the arts, it's all infused with this multicultural energy.
Exactly. And you can't talk about California without talking about the economy.
Right, back to that 5th largest in the world thing.
Exactly. But here's the thing. That stat, while it's impressive, also kind of highlights some of the problems California's facing.
Inequality.
Yeah. Like, there's this thing called out-migration. Basically, more people are moving out of California than into it.
Really?
Yep. And a big reason for that is the cost of living. It's just so high.
That's wild. In a place known for, like, opportunity.
I know. It's crazy.
Some sources argue it's just the price of success, though. Like, a thriving economy means people want to be there, so prices go up.
Yeah.
How do you make sense of that?
It's tough. You've got this booming tech sector, especially in Silicon Valley, pulling in top talent from around the world, which pushes up demand for housing, and then, bam, prices go sky high. But on the flip side, you've got people who have lived in California their whole lives, essential workers, people who can't afford to stay there anymore.
So it's this tension between growth and affordability.
Exactly. And it's something California is really struggling with.
So it's more than just sunshine and innovation.
Way more.
There are these real challenges.
For sure. But California also has this incredible cultural influence that's hard to overstate.
Hollywood.
Well, yeah, Hollywood is huge. But California's cultural impact goes way beyond movies.
Like the counterculture movement in the 60s.
Oh, yeah. The sources we have on that, one in particular talked about this event called the Human Be In. It happened in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park back in 1967.
I've heard of that.
Thousands of people showed up, and it was like this defining moment for the counterculture movement. Peace, love, rejecting mainstream values. It had a huge impact on music, fashion, art. and even political activism, not just in the U.S., but globally.
That's amazing. And then, of course, you have all the tech innovations coming out of California, changing how we live, how we work.
Totally. Personal computers, the internet, smartphones, it all traces back to Silicon Valley in some way.
It's mind-blowing, really.
It is.
So we've got this place with a rich history, amazing diversity, huge economic power, and global cultural influence. But it's also facing these serious internal problems. Can California hold on to its position as a leader with all that going on?
That's the big question, isn't it? What's California going to look like in 10, 20 years?
Who knows? I mean, California's more than sunshine and tech, that's for sure.
Sure.
It's this place of contradictions, immense potential, amazing innovation, but also these deep-rooted problems, inequalities. And its impact on the world is undeniable, but how those internal struggles play out will definitely shape its role in the future.
Totally agree.
It's a fascinating place. You can't just scratch the surface. You got to really dig deep to understand California. And even then,
there's always more to uncover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always more to uncover. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Anytime.
We'll be back soon with another topic, another deep dive.
Can't wait.
Until then, keep exploring.
And keep learning.
See ya.
Bye.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.